SpeedGaming Live 2022, still underway, still going strong. I'm Epipoliticus with...
I'm Pro A007.
Yeah.
Very happy to be joining you here tonight, live from SGLIVE 2022 here in Virginia. So, yeah, had some great matches already, and we've got more to come in the next 3 days. And this one here should be a really good one, I think.
Yeah, we got Acktheboker versus Lumaga. Still in group stages here with the link to the past rando. So just ignore that logo on screen for a sec. But I think it's Ack's first match in this group. Lumaga's 1-1, so still looking at the chance of advancing out to the bracket. And yeah, should be underway shortly, I think. It looks like they got their files up. They got the seed.
Yep.
So we're just waiting on the countdown.
Yeah, they're just about ready for action here.
Yeah, but just a few details about the mode we're running here. It's basically open with boot start, but there's a couple of tweaks. Things to make it a little more interesting, get a little closer to the hard item pool without really doing the hard item pool. So currently we normally do progressive bows with this game, which means you get a bow, and then your next bow is your silver arrows.
Right.
Instead, we've separated back out to sort of the old logic where silvers are the separate upgrade. So if you can get silvers and be missing that bow for a long time.
Yeah.
All of the items get placed. Oh, we're underway. So let's see how we start off. We can continue explaining it a bit. We got Santa versus... Is that a fancy Rydia or something?
So we got Terra Crystal.
Desert was the red crystal,
Right.
the 5/6, and then we had, I think, this red pendant on Eastern.
Yes.
But yeah, the separate starts here. Ack going to Uncle.
So, alright.
Lumaga starting to sank, taking advantage of that boot start to get the bonk rocks going.
Yeah, which is a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. And just one of those interesting little things with that boot start that ends up happening earlier. We're going to see library. If it's good, you can just get it.
Right. Yeah.
And just magic on the tree pool can be good early, especially depending on what you end up drawing. But the other tweaks with the mode are basically that all the items get placed, but like shields, mails, swords, turn into rupees after a certain degree. So you get 3 swords, 1 shield, 1 mail.
Right.
Half magic will be hopefully a little funny seeing a single little tiny magic decanter pop out. But and then 2 bottles empty, as you saw here at the Lumberjack.
Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out as far as whether or not it's required, if it ends up being required or not. It seems unlikely.
Yeah, all 4 bottles will be placed, but if that's the only one that ends up accessible and Sick Kid has the next chain, or next piece of the chain, then that's the play.
So, but yeah, we're still kind of underway here. We're just kind of getting we're going to get through our CAC checks and see how that plays out.
Yeah, at this point, Ack just kind of catching up to Lumaga on it. If you do see item gets that we missed, do call them out in the chat. We're currently tracking as we come, so maybe some misses. And with the live setup, we don't necessarily have access to their trackers to double check.
Okay. All right, so
5 more coming up for Lumaga here in the basement.
Yep.
Ack passing up on the rupees. These seeds have been all over the place with the money. Even before this, these 2 guys were talking, and Ack sort of asked him if he knew a certain way to do the Houlihan room glitch because of a seed another pair of runners had earlier where it was just progression was on Zora, but nobody had money. But we got Quake for Lumaga out of the basement here, and Ack will be picking that up soon.
Yeah, and the hammer.
Oh, that's, huge.
So, and there was Sankard as well, and so he's up to 5 hearts already early on.
Yeah, good healthy seed.
Yeah.
Of course, Cat Greco just chock full of these Sphere Zero items. Helpfully, couple of bombs along the way to be able to get around.
Ooh, the
glove. All right. So yeah, well, we get a Moon Pearl and we're ready to go. Ice Rod for Lumaga here in the well as well.
All right.
As well.
So much for, you know, crazy end game like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah, it's like, forget that.
Yeah. Definitely won't be some other item.
Maybe the bow. You know, we were talking about progressive bows. Maybe that's where we have our fun. Well, actually, no, we can't. Can we? So,
Yeah.
it's too bad.
Yeah. I mean, well, with this mode not having the progressive bow, it's come up a few times already where it's just like, all right, cool, we need to get through pod, but how?
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not in a roundabout way.
Yeah.
All right.
So we find in tavern more arrows.
It seems like we're getting a potential taunt with that that bow here.
Yeah, right. You heard it here first. You heard it earlier. Bow last. Nah. Yeah, see what's in the library and if those boots have more value to start.
Just a piece of heart in the library, unfortunately. So on to potentially the race game. Lumaga's gonna double check first. And okay, just $5. So got a lot of items so far, but it's not been a very profitable seed. I mean, they had to sink most of what they had into the bottle vendor.
Yeah. So we'll see. Technically, a trip to Zora is in the cards, but it's not in the wallets, I guess.
Not yet. So Lumaga making the smart choice and is going to head south, do the well, and very likely mini Moldorm Cave.
Yeah, almost certainly. The only other play, I guess, is over to Desert to peek the ledge, but even then, pretty far off from the get.
Got Blue Mail.
Yeah. That'll be the end of those upgrades.
So Ack actually decided to do a blind draw there, and unfortunately comes up short on that front.
Yeah.
So $50, and you know,
yeah, inclined to take in these conditions.
Yeah. And Lumaga kind of throwing the fish there out of like, frustration, like, come on, get out of my way. All right, so Ack's gonna get his blue mail. So, all right, so
Hammer here.
Mini Moldorm giving Lumaga the business up front.
Yeah. Big magic. Coming off of that.
Putting the ice rod to good use here.
Yay.
He's having a little trouble with that last.
Oh no, he snuck inside the hitbox. Jeez.
Okay.
Things are getting dicey, but we got through.
All right, so we got 5 item checks here. What we got? We got a piece of heart.
Big money. There you go.
Oh,
Moon Pearl. Oh gosh, this just opened wide.
And
the other glove. Wow.
Well, now 7 minutes in, and we are getting the goodies.
Yeah. So you just pop right back to house, and yeah, you hit the warp. You check Hype Cave, get a map check in for the rest of the pendants, and figure out what the damage is.
Yep.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming when you can get literally everywhere.
And what's interesting is Lumaga can do it if Ack were to decide to stop doing it right now. He can't do Hype Caves. He only has 1 bomb. All right, so we got green at Swamp, blue
at Skull, and the 5/6 crystal at Ice Palace. Everything else being crystal, so we're giving us a nice long look.
Oh, that's 5/6. Okay.
Yeah, so Ack making his way down the Ice Rod Cave. Let's see if this is any.
Oops, sorry, guys.
Anything that Lumaga's gonna miss for a while.
Oh.
Nah, just a heart piece.
All right.
And question in chat, the good old-fashioned open? Not exactly, just a couple of item pool modifications on top of that. All right. All right, and shout-outs to Herfy Deer if he's picking up the tracking for us.
Thank you. All right, so Hype Cave really not a whole lot of much. So, but Sand Sword.
Yeah, and with that boot start, it has been the bit of trouble running the enemies before you can actually attack them.
The blue mail offsets a bit, so
For sure.
So that does help.
Fire Rod at Stumpy, as they call him.
Well, I mean, we can't finish Skull Woods just yet, but you know, the seed kind of is like kind of doing a wink, wink, nudge, nudge here.
Yeah, very interesting. And that being the pendant too, there's gonna be a little bit of reticence there, but if it's the play you can get.
Yeah, I mean,
wow,
the bow, wow.
Gee whiz.
I think we're heading for a pendant end game at this rate.
Yeah, right.
Of course, Chad asking the very pertinent question, how Stumpy didn't burn down holding down that fire rod. Well, you know, I hesitate to use the explanation video game logic, but...
Video games.
Ooh, Lumaga is short of bomb here.
Oh, no. And there's the 50-50 there. Good on him for knowing the check. We'll wander around. With any luck, one of these is a 3-pack. Although, they'd probably just like something better.
Yeah. So, Ack is heading toward Sahasrilla or Sarsaparilla, whatever you prefer, and he's going to make a run here. So, all right.
Getting the green pendant info, perhaps by accident.
Nothing in the chest game. Ack up getting a 7th heart here, but so Lumaga is going into Thieves. Can full clear, so...
Hammer will work on blind.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a shorter range. Ack is now going to head into Dark World at last.
Gives himself the look at the map. A reminder for us.
Alright.
So, plenty of bombs now. He's good to go.
Yeah, Lumaga's still short on those bombs.
Yeah.
Really?
And that's one of those types of checks that, like, oh, it's just that one spot because I ran out of bombs, and then if you forget about it, even when you go back, it can potentially bite you. But we'll see whenever Ack gets over there.
And so, okay, Lumaga hasn't drawn anything of note, really, so far in Thieves. Acktheboker continuing, he's heading southbound. Okay, he's gonna
lift the rock.
Okay, he's gonna swing around. Okay. All right, Lumaga.
Checking the we can't exactly dash freely down that hallway without the sword, I guess.
Yeah.
With a side of hope bombs.
Yeah, it's like you think you got it. It's like, oh right, no sword. It's like those things you take for granted.
Right, because usually when you're dashing, you've already had one.
So Lumaga also had to go through that corridor very carefully, avoiding the anti-fairies. So. Oh yeah. Okay. So.
Quickly grabbing the bow.
So. We're getting all the good stuff early, but we're still missing, of course, some key pieces here. Not the least of which are swords. But we'll see how much those medallions come into play as well.
Yeah, with both of the medallion entry dungeons being crystals, we're going to see at least one of them required.
All right, so Lumaga couldn't do this. Let's see what Ack comes up with.
Oh, no.
Wow.
That hopefully he remembers for his sake.
I'm sure he will, but you know, that's the kind of thing.
Ack can turn around and go make a few checks with that.
Yeah, and starting with this.
Yeah.
You know, some quick and easy checks. Lumaga.
I love the Ice Rod strat down here. I don't want to deal with you, Zach. You need to chill out. Wait a minute, Ack, what are you doing? You didn't feel like hammer dashing?
Yeah. Just wants to put in the work today, and just maybe it was it's kind of that sixth sense, like, oh, it can't be anything. Nope, it wasn't. Just
10 arrows.
Oh, the
Ether medallion.
So that's 2 for 3 on the medallions. Oh, chat saying we need a sword to hammer dash.
Oh, yeah, of course. I always see we take those things for granted.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean me. Or I.
Yeah. I'm not up to date really on my swordless strats, so that's my excuse. Alright, so Lumaga gonna take on Blind. Baker's job is a piece of cake.
Wacko wacko.
He's taking a couple hits early, so got to be careful here. You know, no shield, no bottles, so you know, it's 9 hits regardless. But with those heads flying around, this oh boy.
Yeah, things are getting dicey.
Oh
no.
Got into it, got pincered there, unfortunately. So he's gonna have to do it again. Oh, he's gonna turn around and leave.
Yeah, come back later with the sword, I guess. It's the only thing left.
Yeah, it's not a terrible backtrack, but you know, it's those little things that could, you know, really add. Ack was falling behind a little early because of some of his routing decisions. So we'll see how this turns around as far as that goes. But yeah, Lumaga did get the mirror, so he's going to do what Ack did earlier and do the Smith chain.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the next natural step coming out of here. And also, hello to everyone tuning in from SpeedGaming 3. You're watching in progress the Link to the Past Rando group match between Ack and Lumaga. How was what you were watching? So yeah, just the retracing. So kind of
yeah, we're getting a bit of a just retracing, and we'll see. We'll see if Ack can do this against Blind, since Lumaga had some trouble there. Alright, so do the 22 hammer pegs.
Yep. One at a time.
Alright.
Yep. Walking away. Sitting on that full arrow pack for out. Save and quit from Lumaga here. Doesn't feel like traveling.
Oh, he's gonna turn it in with turn in the chest. So we'll see what he gets out of that. I don't believe we saw Ack do this.
Yeah, not yet.
So
he went to hang out up here and get the dungeon in.
Yeah. So we'll see if this is anything of significance. Unfortunately not. You know, those hearts may come in handy later, but with blue mail, it shouldn't be a significant issue a little later on. So what does Lumaga do next?
Well, let's see. With the kit they have, you could dip Eastern, you could dip Pod. I'm not sure what their level of comfort is with the respective dark rooms with that.
I imagine they're both fine with it. We're going to get a King's Tomb check. That's always nice. Act going up to 8 hearts, so... You know,
just in time for the boss, too.
Yeah, that's isolating Cave 45. I don't think Lumaga did it, so that's another...
Yeah, just dipped in just for the chest, so good catch.
Yeah, and Lumaga gonna do back of escape.
Yeah, interesting. I haven't had the gloves for so long, and just kind of slipped.
Yeah, it's like...
So let's see.
Money and a bloomerang, but and a key, but that's it. So
see if he goes to approach it from the front. Yeah, where can we really even get to right now?
Well, in the dark room, I'd say Eastern is the most logical play. I mean, it's a pendant. I think that's the only reason you hesitate.
Yeah.
But you know, okay, so.
And you mentioned earlier, a good chunk of skull is open.
Yep.
Even with a fire rod, you still might not pop to the back of it. But
yeah. Ack cleans out blind, and we are on the board with our first crystal at 1952.
Yeah, getting done what Lumaga struggled with, and
yeah, very clean, flawless fight by Ack there. That's very nice. So 1 crystal to nothing around the 20-minute mark. So Ack is gonna head north toward Skull Woods now, but okay, gonna check Bumper Cave first. Good idea.
yeah.
Oh no, wait, you can do more. That's right.
That's true. Yeah, Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah. Let's do a nice clean sweep here of the board.
Man, really missing that sword right now.
I know. It's like
bip, bip.
it's like we'll have to see our respective runners' reactions when they do get set. So Lumaga, meanwhile, is going to looks like going to go for a double here with Pod and Eastern.
Oh yeah, setting up, be able to warp back and
yeah.
Portal. Yeah, hey, you're about as well equipped for either of them. So
yeah.
And one of them's a crystal. Wow.
Exactly. You know, dark rooms again shouldn't be too much of an issue for either of our runners here tonight. So I imagine, yeah, we're gonna get a double here from Lumaga. Ack is cleaning out some of the checks that Lumaga did a few minutes ago. Nothing really of consequence, but again, we'll see if pendants end up being valuable here, or if, and Lumaga got clocked there.
Oh, by the rope. Oh no.
Yeah, tried to slip around. Unfortunately, did not work.
Oh gosh, yeah. This just another spot where having those boots, you really want that sword, but manages to get by the rope between hops there.
So he had to pay Kiki the monkey an extra 10 rupees. So,
yeah.
But he's still got enough for Zora left over, so no harm, no foul, I guess. But 1 heart, not great. But okay, $300 there in Bumper Cave.
Looks like Ack will go in the dark up the mountain.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. So yeah, Hera is doable.
Yeah, 1 sharp there.
So yeah, dark rooms not a big thing.
Another place where you really miss the sword.
I know.
No magic ring. This is interesting. He just
Okay, well.
went all the way through, didn't use any of the items. I'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah, that was $20, a $20 tip from the old man. That's very sweet of him.
Yeah. Huh. course, with the screen being dark, I couldn't tell what subtle
Yeah.
there was to that.
It's like, yo, like, what exactly is happening?
So that would be a good one to ask about.
$20 on. Oh, we got literacy.
Yep. Book and pod. And with that, I missed what was in Spec Rock, but it wasn't good enough to go get. So
It's $20.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, in it as well.
Oh, nothing.
Gingerly trying to step around these berries.
Yeah. All right. So Ack in Tower of Hera now. Okay.
See the key? We have the fire.
Going deep.
Nice dash there to get by all the spikes. It's easy once you know the setup, but
Yeah.
also easy to get wrong by just a hair.
Yeah.
No hook shot, so no option to try to get around that. Of course,
Yeah.
is that one you need sword for?
Yeah, it's like, oh boy. Feels like that. Remember that old Simpsons episode where the kid finds out a world without zinc, and he's like treasures it more than ever.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that kind of feeling here with this seed. It's like all this stuff we could use the sword for.
No.
So.
Come back, zinc.
Yes.
Says Tesla.
Yeah.
A little bit of style there from Mac on the end. Freezing that last one to be near the door when it opens.
Yeah, Chad's asking, is this guaranteed swordless or just unlucky so far?
Very unlucky.
I was going to say both, but...
Yeah. Now, there are 4 swords placed, but boy, are they all in Ganon's tower.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, only 3 will be able to be
Oh,
collected. Speaking of, there it is.
Lumaga finally got a sword in Dark and the big key.
Oh, and those are actually in logic too, having the fire up.
Correct.
They just chose not to use it.
Right. Like, so, like, more keys. A nice map there. Alright, Lumaga gonna go head into the other dark room. Alright,
Yeah.
so.
This one decidedly out of logic.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
And already, and yet.
Yeah, getting bullied by the Kadongos.
Yeah. Sadly, could not get that to go. He's going to save and quit out of there. So now some choices to make for Lumaga. As Ack is about to take on crystal number 2 here against our favorite boss, Trolldorm.
Yep. With the hammer. Again, a little more challenging, a shorter range, but the power that the hammer brings here makes this fight virtually trivial as long as you don't do anything foolish.
Yeah, and he doesn't. Trolldorm doesn't do his usual nonsense, but no problem there. And Ack gets second crystal at 2654. So 27 minutes in, Ack up 2 crystals here. Lumaga's got some key items, Ack doesn't, but we'll see how long that lasts, especially as we're heading toward East Death Mountain.
And Ack managing to avoid the bonk there. Oh, but not the dead rocks, wow. Hi Ack, hi Ack, hi Ack.
They're just beating him up there. Right?
Yeah, wow.
I think Ack was actually considering going to do a Turtle Rock check. I decided no, do the items first, then then do the check.
Oop.
So inside Spectacle Rock was $50 as it turned out.
Oh, gotcha.
So.
Yeah, mo money.
Yep.
Well, tries to make a tech-tight squeeze, if you will, but
Lumaga can do, well, okay, can check. Just a little piece of love. He can't actually get that little piece of love, but can't check.
yeah. And for the time that takes, that's gonna save him the time later.
There's the sword
And the shield. All right.
All right. Wow, nice and convenient there to have both of them. Oh,
Okay.
and a bottle, and the silvers. And a mushroom. Cha-ching.
Yeah, wow. Like, that basically puts Lumberjack to bed, because there you have it.
Yeah, that is no longer a thing. All right, so this could come down to a Kana Samaria endgame at this point, or if Bombos is a thing.
Yeah. We're about to find out at least one of our medallion requirements.
And it's Ether.
All right. I love that he was able to quick swap away from it during the animation. He's like, how do you open that with a bottle?
Alright, so we do Super Bunny Cave, and, well, if he knows how to hover, you can do the whole thing, but this first one at least is in logic.
Magic Cape? Alright.
You know, he's going for it. Okay, $50, one more. Hear the click, clack, click, click, click. Yeah.
Very nice.
And a shovel. So, we'll see.
Yeah. And all this stuff right now, because of the lack of either flute or lantern, going to be considered out of logic. But it's also one of those things where you wonder if one of those is actually sitting somewhere in the logic already.
Yeah.
And it's just they decided not to go find it, more or less.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
The mountain's just one of those places. There's a bajillion checks up there. Like, if you can get up there, get up there.
Right, yeah. So, but now this, we'll see how Act decides to play this now. We're also short flippers.
Oh, yeah.
Which could be required, depending on how this breaks.
Yeah. Lumaga takes down Moldorm pretty effectively.
So Act's going to turn in that mushroom. Alright, and Lumaga is on the board at about 3150. Alright, so just some bombs there, but Act gonna help himself to a bottle. Right, turning some blue potion, that's nice. So here we go. Alright, what's Act's next move? It looks like he's going for the double.
Yeah. Seems like a smart one. It's going to pay off for him.
Yep, and he'll end up with Tempered Sword on top of it.
Yeah. We'll grab that book and we'll see what it's for. Of course, he now, at the Master Sword level 2, is going to be able to actually do stuff with the tablets.
Right. So.
And I guess the other big thing for that, right, is you go into Desert. That's one of your 5/6s. We got our fire, we got our glove.
Yep.
Plenty of weapons to beat up Lambo, so we'll see just how soon we get over there. It's just one of those things that's a little bit remote.
Yeah, it's remote, and you want to, again, if you can, do the double with Meyer.
Yeah.
But you know, if nothing really comes, if we don't find a flute out of this, then I think that might be the next logical move. Just get that off the board.
Yeah, it seems about right. So yeah, a flurry of items coming in for Lumaga, who does the 90-degree chest turn.
Lumaga has now got a red sword.
Thinking about checks I got open. They did get that bottle on each side. Yeah. So sick kid's there, but again, just removed.
Yeah, it's probably, if, you know, that's kind of where it's like, okay, if nothing else comes out of this, then yeah, we're gonna
get back there eventually.
So alright, so they're kind of retracing each other's steps. Lumaga doing the early open up Turtle Rock is going to probably do the hookshot cave and some bunny check. There's the book for Ack.
Grabbing keys.
So, alright. Ack having a much easier time of this than Lumaga. The silvers can just barrel through this, and a sword, which Lumaga didn't get till he went to the dark room.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Loom having to take the save and quit here. Oh. Ack's gonna have to deal with the altitude change there. Just resets.
Yeah, he's got reset the room.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that beetle once it gets in there.
I'm feeling lucky, but no, no, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So
one of those non-combat uses of the sword there, trying to line up his chest for him.
All right, got the red sword and the big key.
Yep.
All right, so
the harmless. Oh, and the hard reset there. I missed what Loom was up to.
Yeah. Okay, well, you saw that there wasn't anything off of that mushroom, so might be saving it for
the powder.
The powder, yep. Axe setting up for bomb jump. Success. Just a pendant in there. All right, so Lumaga now back in the dark world. $5 in the corner. I don't.
Ack's not in great health shape either, but this might be on purpose now. No.
I don't.
No.
No, he's.
Yeah, wait. He's got the mirror. What do we need to do that for?
Yeah, exactly. Well, should be okay.
Free health refill. But
yeah.
No, he's going for the chest.
Yeah. Just having a little trouble navigating here. You got to remember your spots. Okay, there it is.
And. $5 more.
Yeah, it's yeah. What was K45? I didn't see.
Oh, just missed it.
Yeah, I missed K45 is 2. Oh, five.
Another $5.
More $5.
Yeah, more $5. Welcome to the home, Starmy. Yeah, Lumaga making the way back to the village. Got that mirror out. I'm wondering if this is the sick kid check.
I think so. Get these lingering checks out of the way.
Yeah, something you hate to get burnt by if your opponent remembers to go back. And it feels like such a big time investment, but maybe he's routing into something else here too.
Possibly. Just a little bit of love there. Ack continuing to pick up some hearts to try and replenish himself, because dark room here, manageable, but you got to be careful.
Yeah, for sure.
Lumaga's coming back for his rematch with
right,
Blind.
I forgot he had that sitting here.
Yep. So nice bit of routing here on Lumaga's part. Get this off the table, tie them back up at 2. But Ack is a couple minutes away from going up to his 3rd crystal. All right. So just a little short. All right. So won't have the luxury of the idealized pattern this time around, but shouldn't be an issue. And he's got magic capes, so if worse comes to worse, you can always pull that out and just okay.
It's gonna start with it now, taking advantage of the grab glitch too.
Yeah.
And I do not blame him.
No. All right, there it is.
There it goes. All right.
Ack is ready for battle with the Helmasaur King.
Yeah, he's made it through, safe and sound.
It's 39.53 for Lumaga on the crystal grab. So that puts them back up at 2, but Ack about to make it 3-2 on the crystals.
Yep.
And had a little trouble.
Sneaky.
Had a little.
There he goes.
His menuing was like, he kind of got a little ahead of himself there, but finishes the job, and no problem with that. And there's the powder.
Real powder.
Yeah.
Right. We'll see if that comes big. It, at the very least, may encourage to get back to town to check sick kid as well, and who knows what'll be there. It might just not be anything.
It's possible. So yeah. So 3-2 Ack on the crystals, and overall a little ahead. I don't track. It doesn't say so just yet, but yes, he does have Ice Rod. So we'll. All right. So Ack kind of bouncing a little there. They go, what do I do? What do I do? So what do you do next? There are some choices here. Okay, we're still missing bombos, possibly required. Hook shot, yeah, yes.
I mean, like, technically always required, and it looks like, based on his go at Hookshot Cave, at the very least not maybe super comfortable with hovering as Lumaga.
Yeah, alright, so Mkana Samaria is still MIA.
Yeah, and required for 2 dungeons, of course.
Yeah.
Helpful in the 3rd.
Yeah.
With Ice Palace.
Yeah, you can't get around that. All right, so yes, we got some choices here. I might, for me, like at this point, like get the crystals you can. So I'd be making a beeline to desert.
Yeah, that's the one that kind of feels like it's just kind of slipping off the back. But we'll see which way Ack goes now. He's gonna first go shovel.
Well, Well, it's not exactly buried treasure, but
treasure does tend to.
Oh, Lumaga finds the Cane of Samaria in Skull Woods. There it is.
Hanging out.
That's huge.
It's those sort of like Dark World Sphere Zero type checks that, depending on your access, it's basically just right there.
Right. So, all right. And Ack gonna check combos here.
Yeah, see what we drop from the heavens.
Part of the desert check, I suppose. We need a flute, and there's a bottle. So, all right. So. All Alright, so Ack gonna make his prayer to the Hyrule gods and open sesame. Alright.
Walking like a gentleman up the stairs, not running.
You gotta show a little bit of respect, I suppose.
Yeah,
but,
right.
Alright.
Now Loom on the way as well.
Okay. Key in the side.
Did Loom do Sick Kid?
Not too sick, kid.
Huh.
Lumaga did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What was there?
It was $20.
Okay. Totally missed it.
Yeah, Lumaga did do it. Ack has not as of yet.
Naturally.
So, alright, so Lumaga is following up on Ack here, which, okay, just a burrito on the
Yeah.
pedestal.
Yeah, cooking on the torch.
Yeah, well, his dinner time. I haven't had anything yet. Probably what I'm doing after this.
Food's important.
Yeah. Alright, so, okay.
Yeah, Ack about to breach the west side here as Lumaga travels east.
Yeah. West Side. Okay, Ack, not interested in that second bottle on Desert Ledge.
He'll take his chances finding it in a chest where he can't reject it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. Okay, next up. Lumaga, again, almost about done here. Alright, so after this, for Ack, we know where Cane of Samaria is. That opens a few doors, but I don't know. This will be an interesting choice for Ack. You know, do a little pendant diving, dungeon diving.
Yeah, I mean, Skullwood's been sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
Missing the flippers for Swamp.
Yeah.
But you can fake in the ice, and I know it's a play he likes to do.
Yeah.
But we'll see just where he goes next. For his own sake, hopefully he ends up with the cane out of Skull.
Yeah. 0 cycles, land mows, no problem.
Yes, Soldiers will do that. Get that big money.
So 46.04 for Ack. So yeah, up 4-2 right now. Lumaga will make it back to 4-3 on the crystals shortly. But yeah, Ack in good shape. But yeah, that we'll see how much of a gap comes out of this Cane of Samaria from Skull Woods.
Yeah, and I guess Ice Palace being one of the places that can help. Also not requiring lamp, which seems, at least to me, to be one of the other stories of this, with Loom having trouble in the pod dark room. Perhaps not going all the way through it because of the basement. And so that's one of the crystals he just won't make up on Ack until perhaps that's found.
Yeah. Just a piece of heart in Agina. So Ack starting off in Sank. Okay, so he's finally going to come around to back of escape.
Dropping in with the slow fare.
Lumaga grabs it at 47.19. To answer Chad's question, we have not seen Catfisher's Aura. We haven't even seen the front of Hyrule Castle yet, so...
Yeah, with the level of access that came early in the seed, it's been, I guess, unorthodox in its own way.
Yeah, so our runners have been kind of following what the seed has been throwing at them, and it's like, well, telling us to do this, you know. So where's that going now? Looks like he might be going for that double of Catfish and Zora, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, has anybody even been over to Pyramid yet?
No.
Yeah, it's a couple of checks, really, apart from the dungeons.
Yeah, Lumaga is going towards Hyrule, though, it looks like.
Interesting. With the mirror in hand, Ack may be close behind that way.
He might be, insofar as decisions go. All right.
Just the money.
Just the money. Always the money.
Always.
So Ack has done these side checks already. So yeah, he's just barreling straight into Hyrule Castle.
Yeah. So we knew when we had the key and saw the map elsewhere, I guess,
Yeah.
that this is in play.
Yeah. Lumaga's gonna do the back of gonna do the basement first. Just a piece of heart. And like that Ack, I think through an arrow is kind of a middle finger there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, you know what? Take that wall. Yeah, onward we go.
Yeah, Ack currently has not done Skull Woods. That's the one main difference. That's the main difference as far as like items. Lumaga has not finished Pod yet. So both runners are missing a piece of what the other has, but so far, in terms of the crystal count, Ack at the 50-minute mark has the lead. But it
Yes,
is
indeed.
it's a tenuous lead. After if he goes to Skull next, and Lumaga finishes off Pod, it'll be interesting to see what their next decisions are.
Yeah, because until Ack goes there, obviously without the cane, two of the dungeons just aren't doable.
Right.
Or at least not finishable.
Right, you can't even get to one because no flute. So flute is kind of the gatekeeper right now, as far as that goes. But all right, so wipe out there. Ack's gonna now, I think, continue on and finish off that loop and just run through and take out all that stuff. So
Yeah, taking care of Catfish, Zora,
yeah,
all that whatnot.
as Zora Ledge is the only thing he can't do, but come to think of it, Lumaga, I think, did Lumaga do the waterfall?
I want to say somebody did it. We found.
Somebody did it.
Yeah, let me double check the notes. I feel like I wrote something down from it. Maybe it was the other seed.
Alright, so... Ooh. That got a little too quick. It was a little too quick on the draw there. Had to throw in the plant. Just 3 bombs. Catfish, so nothing doing there. Maga.
Stopping.
Okay, there's just recalibrating something on his screen. Okay, just a piece of heart on the ledge, so nothing, no worries there. Looks like Lumaga is going to return to Pod and finish what he started.
Yeah, at this point, just holding no hope for the lamp.
And Zora is apparently a very expensive munitions expert, demanding 500 rupees for those 3 bombs.
Must be good.
Yeah, and you know, if the price is right.
Yeah.
Ack is heading westbound towards Kakariko, so presumably towards Skull Woods. Finished what he started there. Or might get a you're gonna get a magic bat play, I think.
Oh yeah.
Something we have yet to see.
Yeah, Powder having come from Helma, where Luma is on his way to, so one of the few items difference here.
You know, in terms of logic, you know, we've seen all these dark rooms. Where's the lamp?
Right, where has that been? And it must be one of those pendants that we could just dive to.
I think.
What if it's under the bridge in the back of Skull Woods?
Under the bridge back.
Basically, the front of the back of Skull Woods.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Because they had that fire rod early, but no sword, notably.
Right. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's like that lamp is somewhere.
Yeah. Very strange.
Anyone dive eastern? No one has dived eastern, so that's the other.
Yeah, I guess they ended up dodging that too. Huh?
Yeah, eastern's a blue pendant, so it's like you can't even say it's worth an extra item. So yeah, so we got two possibilities, I think. Looks like Ack is indeed going to head into Skull Woods, so he'll get his Canis Samaria. Lumaga dealing with the dark room in Pod comes up.
$10 and a compass, Richard. You see how he does with this bottom of Pod now?
Yeah, we'll see. Taking that first route. You don't really see this often. Okay, Lumaga can actually use Kane there to create some blocks, some pressure blocks. Okay, Ack has got his Canis Samaria now.
Yeah, or maybe we saw both items in Skull.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think all right. So, so Turtle Rock and Ice Palace in play. Ack is heading east. It looks like no.
He's doing the IP play. There you go, overloading the Ancilla to get in the water.
That's one way to do it.
Yep.
Alright, so putting the torches to good use to help navigate his way out.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ice Palace underway.
Of course, no flips. Puts us out of logic, but we've been running around with the lantern for almost an hour or so.
Yeah, logic. Who needs it? The other potential obstacle we could be facing is where's Bombos? Bombos is required for Meyer. And then we got a bit of a last item location race here.
Yeah, it could turn out that you get the surprise of the required third medallion.
All right, so we're knotted up at 4 on the crystals as Lumaga grabs crystal number 4 in Pod at 5706. The order has been different so far. Ack has been Thieves Town, Hera, Pod, and Desert. Lumaga, because of an unfortunate early death in Thieves, has done it Hera, Thieves, Desert, and Pod. And actually a death in Pod as well also kind of forced him to retreat. So Ack's routing, getting those swords earlier, getting the double swords in Eastern Death Mountain has really helped him with his overall position.
Absolutely.
There's a bottle.
Yeah. across the spikes. And,
We got the big key.
so Luma heads to pyramid.
Ack is gonna need because no bombo, so he's gonna need a full run of mat. Oh, did.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
no, wait, he's got a blue potion. I think he's fine.
Yeah, I think he does, yeah.
So never mind.
So Hook in Ice Palace.
And wow,
Yeah.
doors have opened.
Yeah, but mostly in Swamp Palace, though.
Yeah, well, still.
What was it? Shovel was up there, but that didn't really lead to anything, did it? Neither did Cape.
No.
Yeah, so.
All right, so Ack, he's gonna have to use his blue potion. He's gonna. Right, so he took care of a Cold Stare Shield. Very nicely done.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Now
Sword Beam's getting in the way a little bit.
Lumaga's heading toward Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah.
So 59:35. All right, so 5-4 crystals. Now what? No flute. Looks like it's a Turtle Rock play, unless they
Yeah.
wanted. Yeah, and that's what Ack is gonna do. He's like, I'm not going into any pendant dungeons. I did Skull
Until he
Woods.
absolutely has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get through this whole Turtle Rock play. There's the 5 items, the 6th in Mimic Cave.
Right.
So, in all likelihood, a flute could be here.
Yeah. To answer chat's question, we are missing. Yeah, we're missing the flute, the lamp, and we're missing bombos.
Yeah, and potentially flips if they end up back in for Swamp at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Swamp. But obviously we see Ack just did Ice Palace, and Lumaga was perfectly comfortable diving without it. So,
Yeah.
you know, logically required, but practically speaking, a formality.
So what? Yeah, we don't know if we need bombos. So it's potentially. Well, no one's been to Meyer yet, so
Yeah.
we don't know.
Yeah, the potentiality being there.
Yeah. No one's been to EP.
So, could be.
It's 62 minutes in. We have not seen a single second of Eastern. So
And Flipper's here in Turtle Rock.
wow.
Weird.
The troll is strong with this one.
So, for that year,
What a
missed.
tease.
Skulls from no lantern for that. Huh? Trying to figure out. I don't think that says anything about where our lantern ended up.
Yeah, no.
Well, no, I guess the Malin access, right? Unless the
Yeah.
flute's been sitting out in the open, which would be the wildest one because of Misery Mire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
It's exactly a pause in the action, but do give our runners a follow tonight. You know, we're here live in Virginia. What a great show! What a great event! You know, back live and in person, first time in 3 years. So give our runners a follow, and you can give us a follow as well if you're enjoying our commentary and tracking. I hope you are. You know, we're enjoying being here.
Absolutely.
Lumaga having a little trouble with Icebreaker.
Getting all the way through the threshold, having to set up again. Hopefully not eating too many Pengator kisses.
Lumaga's, yeah, kind of pressing a little bit here. Flute on Ped. Oh, that's just cruel.
Huh?
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, certainly possible. At this point, I think the only thing that ever really logically...
yeah.
Actually, Telthar points out, you know, only if Lamp isn't behind Flute.
Right.
Yeah. It's definitely out there.
Alright, Lumaga actually using the powder to get a refill on health. And getting a refill on a fairy as well. Chad saying the Fluth is out there. It sure is. The Fluth will set you free.
Set you flee.
Flee, yeah, flee.
Yeah.
I think we're getting our. I think we're starting to get these things a little mashed together. That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, so nothing there, Mimic. But on we go. Man.
There's Lumaga gets the hook shot. All right, so yeah, Lumaga is in a bit of a box here. Does not have enough magic, so he's got to get a refill.
Yeah. You said there's something nearby, isn't?
Yeah, there
I was
should
gonna
be
say
a
in the side room, right?
Yeah, magic decanter in here. Might have to do some resetting though. So yes, this is not great for Lumaga, unfortunately.
Yeah, you never want to be stuck farming these things out, but sometimes just what would only really be circumstance kind of gets in the way on it.
Yeah, so all right, so Ack doing the okay, Lumaga is like decides to just like, nope, not doing this.
Yeah. Saving a bad conclusion.
Yeah, he had a chance. I mean, Ack did the drug deal and then ignored the bombs and picked up that extra bottle because on the off chance that it paid off. So Ack
gonna take the safety here.
Yeah,
probably a good move. Couple of
got the key already, so we're set there.
Yeah.
But
then went into full banana peel strats.
Yeah. Good idea. There's a burrito and ooh, didn't quite feel comfortable with the setup.
yeah. And I think it was better he stopped to look at it was hitting the hole.
Yeah, and just 3 bombs is the last chest. So on to Trinex, crystal number 6. We haven't had a pyramid check. Come to think of it. Okay, he's gonna get a refill on health, I think. He's having some trouble getting that anti-fare.
There we go.
There it is.
It's such a when you describe the movement pattern of the
Yeah,
anti-fairy, it seems so simple, but then when you encounter it, it's
it's definitely a tease.
nice fake there from Loon to get into the waterfall.
Yep. Red sword, no problem. Very nice.
Just enough time to dodge the middle head.
So, alright, so. Very nice fight by Ack. That was very clean. Very, very well done. Lumaga is going to do Zora. We know, unfortunately, this is a scam.
Collecting a piece of one of Trinex's nicks.
So, Peanut Gallery agrees with me.
Yeah.
All right, so 6-4 crystals. Ack in very good shape. We're still short of go mode. How do we get into Mire? Where's that flute?
This can make it so interesting.
Yep.
There's just that one, possibly two items, and whoever can find that first. But I think we're going to see Loom looking at some of the other options here to try to catch up with the Ice Palace miss here.
All right, so and this is one of those checks. Going to check either tablet.
Yeah, and Loom notably here, without the Master Sword, knows that it's just a little piece of love.
Yeah, still stuck on, both runners stuck on 10 hearts as of right now. Ack is, yeah, I think, can you do Spike Cave with 10 hearts?
I guess you can try.
Okay, he does have Magic Capes, so.
Yeah, so he should be fine, right?
Yeah.
I always forget the specific numbers, but this looks like it'll be.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
He's fine.
Yeah. Hooray.
The tease continues.
Yeah, 20 rupees off your next potion. Yeah.
Well. Alright, so Lumaga. Set up for round 2, I think, of Ice Palace. Ack. Alright, so 2 choices, Swamp or Eastern, and he's going to Swamp.
Wow.
Okay, 6 items.
Yeah.
The logic, in theory, is suggesting this.
Yeah. And he does have the flippers out of TR.
Yep. So, yeah, that is pointing towards this being in Swamp.
Yeah, and so of course he's not concerned about tracking down that lantern at this point, but it's chasing the flute to find out how we get into Mire.
Yeah, the flute end game. Now, the only thing that would make this even funnier is, you know, Bombos is required, and then we get into a double end game.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course, once we get into Mire as well, we have access to 3 other checks right outside the dungeon too.
Exactly, yeah.
We had definitely a fair share of, it needs that medallion, which is just right next door.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes.
So yeah, so Swamp has 6 plus the green pendant, so that's 7. So Ack playing the numbers.
Oh, right. I forgot it was green. Of course he's doing that. He's going to walk it into Eastern.
Yeah, play
if he needs to.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah, play the numbers.
Absolutely.
So, all right. So
see if Loom gets any better luck with the breaker here.
Not so far. He's running low on magic, so he's got to be a little careful here.
And I guess it maybe was the original issue, but there he goes.
All right.
Gonna hold that potion in reserve until the last moment.
Yep. All right. Another piece of heart for Ack. Seems like he should have got a heart upgrade by now. I mean,
I feel like it's always 5.
Oh,
all
flute in the big chest.
That's gonna be big. We're gonna find out just how close to go he is. It's a pretty good chance it's all the way.
Flout and flute.
I guess he has one more quick check to do or something. Oh god, I always forget about activating. For some reason, if the flute is like the last thing, I'm just like, just play the flute.
Yeah, it's
like
like
he has to go to the village. Every time.
That bird's like the genie, unless you do, give him what he wants. break the spell or whatever. Or the Rando's national anthem. Auto-activated flute when?
Yeah.
Aren't things too easy for these runners in general?
14 whole hearts possible.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Ack burning his cash reserves to get 2 blue potions for this finale here. So, all right, go mode in about 10, confirmed in about 10 seconds. Answer. It is Ether.
All right.
We have go mode.
We're in there.
1 hour, 14 minutes, 19 seconds. Acktheboker has flipped the switch and is in go mode. All right. And Lumaga gets crystal number 5 at about a 1:14:34.
Yeah, able to get vengeance against Cold Stare.
Alright, so the Wiz Robes are dispatched. Not nearly as menacing as they were in Zelda 1.
I know. And I think we're all thankful for that.
Yeah, it's like they're definitely an enemy that's gotten less scary over time.
Yeah, they feel like they went a bit far in a few places.
It's a big key hunt now. Where's the big key?
Yep. Compass there.
Alright, so Lumaga's back in Death Mountain. Probably, yeah, Turtle Rock is next. Yeah, well behind here at this stage. Really, just those unfortunate deaths, and then that unfortunate lack of magic in Ice Palace. Those have been the biggest setbacks for Lumaga, and otherwise, their routing hasn't been too dissimilar overall, but unfortunately, like those kinds of self-inflicted mistakes, yeah, really have unfortunately put him behind the 8 ball here, and Ack has been very clean throughout.
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely the major difference here, but some spirit in Loom to be going back and cleaning those off without too much delay for the most part.
Yeah, red boomerang for Ack, holding off on doing the big there it is. Yeah. All right,
and gonna let that fireball just walk on out. Probably quicker at that point.
Yeah.
Looking to do the rail hop.
There's the flippers for Lumaga. He's okay. Reset the room, reset the dungeon start, so didn't have to go back. Good idea. Okay, this is probably can't be the toughest dark room just because. Okay, had a little trouble there. Okay.
There it is.
There it is. Commentator's curse? Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Blame it all on me anyways, I can take credit for everything except rolling the seed.
Right.
That was not done by me.
But yeah, as you were getting at the sequence of dark rooms, definitely among the toughest in the game. A lot of hard-hitting enemies, some interesting floor patterns and things like that. you know, we're seeing now, like, okay, you want to hold your sword out to find the location, but we also have the sword trap here that's going to punish you with the beams.
And, you know, only with only, you know, blue shield, that really makes it kind of tough.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if they had fire and mirror here, it'd at least be slightly less of an issue, but even still, sometimes that one just feels like it's just not quite angled properly.
Yeah.
All right, so we have the anti-fairies. Act doesn't like what he's... there we go.
He'll probably use, yeah, he's going to use a powder on that anti-fairy in the final room.
Yeah.
Give yourself a little bit of a... because Vitreous hits hard. So.
Oh, for sure. And hopefully that won't be the issue with silver arrows, but even so, you don't want to get all the way down here
you miss
and have to get all the way back down here.
You accidentally miss 2 shots in a row all of a sudden. It's like see, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so very nicely done by Ack, and that will be 7 crystals. Now we come to everybody's favoriteest game.
Yep, and the guesses have already begun.
Yep. All right, so how painful is this going to be, and how painful do we want it to be?
Yeah. I mean, Ack probably wants it to be somewhere where he has a chance to stock up on arrows.
Yeah.
he's cutting it a bit fine.
Yeah, 6 arrows, yeah.
He's going to need to replenish somewhere.
I'll say 19 in the basement. I didn't say 22. You know.
Yeah.
Put it in for the record.
Dead Rocks. Want to lengthen things just a bit.
Yeah, all right, we got a 22 prediction. Excellent. We got a few 22s.
Squeezing through the push blocks.
All right, so yeah, Lumaga kind of, I think, a little flummoxed at this point. Like, man, what do I have to do?
Yeah. Obviously, kill Trinex is part of it, but then cashing in those flippers to get the flute is the next step.
Yeah. All right, so.
And I guess also, they must have gotten Hook out of IP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good on that. All right, number 1 is a bug net.
Comes in 1 colors, 1 sizes. And it can be yours if you run into a torch.
Ack is not interested, so we're on to next. Number 2, a key. 3, a heart. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah, right.
4 keys, and 4, and arrows, and
hey,
5.
there you go. That'll set them up decently.
Yeah, Lumaga also opting for the safety here, reset the room, or reset his position so we can do this final. Oh!
That's why we did the safety, right? And looks like it was number 7 there.
Number 7, yep. 7 indeed is a winner.
Lumaga taking the fall.
Fortunately, yeah, but not a bad thing here. Okay. All right, there's the key, and unfortunately, still got to go through one more check here. All right. Oh, okay, there it is.
Act gonna go straight down the middle here. Oh, it says hello to Igor.
Lumaga's just gonna go for it.
They wouldn't be sitting on the blue because they've got the. Yeah, feeling confident. Yeah.
I think it's also just a reaction. Like he knows he's probably in a bit of a spot here. He's really got to go for it. Just out of.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah.
The fight moving. No ice on the floor when the neck explodes there.
Very nice gauntlet by Ack, heading into Lambo's refight.
Yeah, a couple of scratches, but working it pretty well. Oh, sneaking just by.
Yeah.
He's going to want to be careful here.
Yeah. Okay, there it is.
There we go. Oh, my goodness. And he doesn't want to use any more of those arrows now.
Yeah.
He's going to be in a world of hurt.
Yeah, he's got 4, so...
Loom does make it through the Trinex fight, so cheers to that.
Yep. So that's 6 for Lumaga.
Oh, wow. Nice. Those Wizro beams just ever so slightly behind Ack there.
Alright, so Lumaga, what he's going to do, Spike Cave now. Ack is continuing his way through the 5th floor of Ganon's tower.
That's one of the few parts of the seed you kind of know. You mostly have the same gear each time.
Yeah.
Doing the same stuff.
Yeah, it's easy to find a rhythm within your own movements on how to do this. He's gonna have to be a little careful with this. No, he's got a couple of bottles. I think he's got a bottle burn if he needs to, but the only thing holding caution just because. No, never mind. What am I saying?
I was gonna say that. Make it all right here, yeah.
I really need food.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the moldy 2. Lands a dash. Lands a spin. Very cooperative.
Yeah.
Prepped with his hook shot and wants that prize money.
Well, but who needs safety arrows? Well, we're gonna find out. Even if he doesn't, even if that falls through, should be fine.
Yeah, he'll go for the spins, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we got big bomb check coming from Lumaga now. Of course, seeing where Ack's at now, we know shouldn't be necessary.
I'll say Bombos and Blue Cane.
Yeah, that'd be something.
Oh, a nice triple there by
Yeah, I
Ack.
think all 3 went too.
Yeah, they did.
Nice. We've seen a bunch of really like.
Oh,
the wall ate it.
The wall.
Oh, gross. That was looking good for it too. There we go. Dang.
Triple, double, single.
Yeah.
A nice 3-2-1, and how apt as we reach the end of the countdown here.
On the big bomb. 3, 2,
1,
There we
and boom. And all right, so Ack looking pretty good for us. Sub 90 here, and just 10 bombs and a piece of heart. What an anticlimax.
Yeah.
All right, time for the big pig fight. 12 strikes with the red sword.
Oh, big hug. Oh boy. I think he's gonna. Oh. Oh, Ack don't. Yeah.
Okay, burns. Okay, so he's gonna have to deal with some fire bats.
Yeah.
No problem.
Thanks, cutscene. Oh, getting bullied.
Just got the first one off in time.
Nice.
And
Grabs the glitch. That's 2. And these teleports are very helpful. Should get the double.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The last arrow in the quiver finishes the job. So get out the GGs.
Yeah, GG's Acktheboker.
So you will finish at 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 51 seconds.
Yeah, congrats.
So Lumaga, for the first time all seed, is
Going to Eastern.
Going to Eastern.
Yeah. We know it won't be necessary, but
No. And Lumaga has seen it and will be going.
yeah. And we got the forfeit there.
Yep.
But still, well fought. We'll have them over for the interview in just a bit.
Yes, so very entertaining back and forth match, and then just those couple of decisions in the middle game.
Yeah, Axe slowly stepping away, basically.
Yeah, and those deaths really definitely swung this around. So, but yeah, so a fine win by Ack. As we continue this Link to the Past randomizer tournament here at SGLIVE.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see who makes it out of these groups. More matches tomorrow and brackets and all that. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
So,
And we'll scoot on down and welcome our runners.
yep.
Oh, they want me to break down?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're good. We're good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
And as you can have watched them all enter,
Yeah.
we got our
Yeah.
runners here, Ack and Loom. GG's.
Yeah, GG's, man.
GG's,
Yeah.
thank you.
GG's, brother.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Any particular thoughts on how it went? See anything?
As soon as I found the flippers, I was like, no, it's really gonna do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last thing I wanted to see
Yeah.
the whole seat, basically.
Yeah. Of course, it turns out to be flute. No, I mean, neither of you guys ended up with lamp. That was kind of weird. Eventually, it seems like it must have just been out in the open. Maybe in the Eastern that Loom was finally diving.
Yeah.
But Ack, question for you: when you're rescuing the old man in the dark, quick swapping, was that anything, or were you just goofing?
No, I was doing that because I was using it for sound cues, so I know when I enter the screen transition, whenever you can't quick swap whenever you're going through a screen. So I would know what's going
okay,
on.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I figured there was something to it.
I mean, I do a lot of goofing
Yeah.
with quick
Right,
swap too.
that's
but
the other thing I
that
know
one was
about you.
intentional.
Yeah, very cool. So I figured there was something to it, so I'm glad I asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was Lamp? Now that I think about it, with
Never
Nobody found it.
Nobody
Yeah.
found it.
Yeah.
Well, nobody was in Eastern until the very, very end there, Lumaga. You were the first one to enter that 90 minutes into the seat.
Yeah,
so
I hard skipped that one.
Did you get both items out of Skullwoods?
I got, what was the first item?
The first item in Skull Woods was
Samaria.
Samaria in the front.
And
yeah,
then
and nobody went to the back.
Nope.
It had that fire rod, because that was the other thing I was thinking, was maybe it's sitting under the bridge.
I think it has to be because the
Yeah.
flippers were in TR. And
Yeah.
then that blocked the flute, so there was no way
Yeah.
up the mountain.
yeah, is that or is it?
Oh, yeah.
It was that or was Eastern. We didn't get to see what the
Did you get purple chest?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not do that.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
trash.
purple. Purple was trash.
No, the seed was trash.
Well,
You heard it
Come on,
here.
man.
It wasn't very good.
But the seed was so generous in the opening. I mean, it was giving you pretty much
It
everything.
was so
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 7-minute
was
everywhere
terrifying, yeah.
access, yeah.
That mini Moldorm cave was so stacked.
No
yeah.
kidding. Couldn't
That
believe
and
it.
Para were pretty good.
Yeah. and Lumaga, you two were pretty much doing the same thing, but you had some unfortunate deaths.
Yeah. So did you do hammer blind?
Yes.
Okay, I tried it.
Oh,
Yeah, the swords were stingy for quite a while.
Yeah.
Although it sounded like I ended up with a good sword advantage.
I felt like I didn't have a sword for like the whole season.
Like you had the sword, the first sword early, which you grabbed.
In pod.
Yeah, the pod horseshoe.
Right.
Okay.
And then Ack got his first 2 swords out of Paradox, where you eventually got the tempered.
Right. So you had the sword first, but then you had that death in pod in the dark room,
Yeah, and I
and
just
then
Change course quickly.
and then the magic fiasco in
Oh
Ice.
man, that was a bummer.
Yeah.
So I wasn't gonna have enough. Even if I did like double shots, I didn't have enough health to do double shots, and I had half magic, so I could half a magic meter.
Right.
I could have done a powder on an anti-fairy,
Yeah.
but I still wouldn't have enough magic.
Right, you'd be just under. Yeah.
Yeah.
dang.
So I had to
That's
dip out of there
actually
and come back in.
not having half magic and having a limited supply of bottles
Yeah, you
has
have to be a
actually
little
been coming.
careful,
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
even just in matches I've seen today, has been coming up remarkably often.
And Aku had picked up that bottle, and that actually helped you in Ice Palace because that gave you a buffer because you had that and Lumaga didn't, so you were able to get through Ice Palace in pretty quick order. So that was pretty much where things really started to open up for you, and you really kind of had a pretty solid lead at that point.
Yeah. It was so like nerve-wracking too, especially with Kane where it was, and then
Yeah.
if it like kind of,
Yeah.
grapevine you to basically your go mode.
Yeah.
I literally had no idea where
Yeah,
I was positioned in the seed.
Yeah, Lumaga got that pretty early.
Yeah.
So
I left it there for a long
man.
time.
It's definitely one of those things, and we're all wondering. We were waiting to see if Bombos was going to end up at Meyer, be required for Meyer. Like now, it gets really interesting. Now now it turns into a wild sort of end game chase.
I would have just got up out of my chair and left. If it was Bombos, I would have just been like, nah, you know what? I've had enough. It was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured like there couldn't have been anything in the front of Skull Woods because like even with the noise canceling and stuff, I was like I would hear Dunka laughing so hard. So there can't be anything in there. Like it's got to be empty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there were definitely some laughs to be had throughout this. Sadly, not as many as the last race, but before the Z1R race before this. But how could we compete with that? But nevertheless, a very entertaining race with some, didn't go full troll, but there was enough there to make it dangerous.
Yeah.
It's just one of those scary ones when you have like the whole world open and you're like, boy, I hope I don't go left instead of right, and then you just miss that one item and you do everything else.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
So
Thank goodness you guys were both that comfortable with dark rooms, huh? But then again, maybe you would have ended up finding the lamp if you weren't so willing.
Yeah. Well,
That's a good point.
Sometimes I wonder about that. See people
yeah.
like make a big sequence break and they find like 20 things. You're like, oh, cool, manage that.
live dangerously.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, thanks for doing the commentary and stuff.
Yeah.
This late, Epi. I know, man. All you guys, you've been working so hard, man. You need a break or?
We're just up here yakking,
Yeah.
having fun.
Yeah. Exactly.
And thank you guys for a race well run. To Tech Crew keeping this together.
Yeah.
Pro was running the tracking. Then Herfy stepped in, so thanks for that.
Yeah. Thanks, Herfy, for the
And
tracking.
everybody
Much appreciated.
razzing us in the chat for it.
Yeah. Yeah, and definitely thank GG's again, guys, and again. Everyone in chat, give our runners a follow. Terrific action here, live in Virginia tonight. Our 4th SG Live. We're back. We're live and in person. So give them a follow, and you give myself, Pro A77, and Epi a follow, and Herfy Durfy, our tracker, who stepped in mid-race to take over, did a great job picking up the slack. So follow us if you'd like. But start with our runners. They put on the show tonight, and they did a great job.
So, yeah, GG's, man. Good luck for the rest of your groups, brother.
Thanks, you too.
GG's.
Hey.
All right.
Thanks,
So we got more. We got more Link to the Past randomizer action coming up. So stay tuned.